What's up everyone, today we're going to be learning Enter Sandman by Metallica. So, the song has a lot of parts in it, so today I'm only going to be covering the intro of the song. And there's a clean intro, and then there's like a little build up to the distortion intro, you could call it. And then we have the actual intro riff itself. So I'm going to be covering all three of those things. So, if you want to hear the rest of the song, drop a like and let me know down in the comments. I'll be covering it anyway. We have the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus left after this. And then in another video, if you guys want to see that, then let me know for the solo, which is an amazing solo. I'll cover that as well if you guys want to hear it. But for now, let's learn the intro part, which is the clean intro part. So it sounds like this. Okay, so what you're going to want to do first is just hold the shape right here. So put your first finger on the 5th of the D string, and then put your third finger, or your ring finger, on the 7th fret of the A string. Okay? And then what we're going to do is play this. So, yeah, we're going to play a little open, low E string. Let it ring out for a little bit. Then play 7 on the A and 5 on the D, which we're already holding. And make sure you don't make the notes staccato, which means it's like you want it to ring out, so let it ring out. Then you're gonna play this. So for that, you're gonna reach over with your middle finger and play 6-5 on the low E string. So far we have this. So after you play 6-5 on the low E string, then you're gonna play 7 on the A again, still holding that shape for the entire time. And then after you play the 7th from the A string, that ends the riff basically. And then after you play the 7th from the A string, you're gonna play the open low E string, which starts the riff over again. So when you play the opening, it starts over again. So let me play it really slowly for you guys. See how when I hit the low E string, it the riff restarts basically. It's kind of hard to do it because like the timing and rhythm and everything when you hit the open E string when you're restarting the riff, but eventually you get it down. After, just the best way is just like listen to the song and just get it in your mind. I think that's the best way to do it. So you do that a few times. Kirk Hammett comes over, with a little wah intro, and then the distortion kicks in and we start having little parts added to the main riff. So basically, you hear that big chord. What that big chord is an E minor chord, or E power chord you could call it. That's second from the A and the D. And what we're doing is just adding little parts of the riff. It's basically a big build-up. So after you hit the chord, you're sliding, you're doing this. So what you're doing is you're basically sliding into the 7th fret, not from like any particular fret, just like sliding into it. So basically from the 5th to like 6th fret, and just slide into the 7th fret on the A string. It's basically a ghost note, the 5th or 6th fret, where we slide from. So you do that a few times, and then you start adding more stuff. So then you start adding this, which is the 6th fret on the low E string. So he's hitting the F power chord in between also, and then you just hear that power chord in between. That's this F power chord, that's first fret on the low E string, third fret on the A string. So you hear that in between, but then eventually after doing that build up a few times, he starts adding another note. So That's what we had before, but now we have this. So before we're sliding into the 7th fret on the A string, 6th fret low E string. Now we add the 5th fret on the low E string. So then we do the big build up, and then we get to the actual main riff. So what we're doing there is doing that same thing that we did in the distorted intro, just building it up with the E power chord. Then we slide into the 7th on the low E string, 6/5 on the low E. So we do that 3 times. So and then we have the tail, which is, if you don't know what tail is, it's like the end of a riff, which like leads it back to the main part. But we're gonna learn that in a sec. But I just want to tell you one thing. When you're playing that main part, you play it 3 times, right? Make sure you hit the E power chord twice. It's a lot of the thing that I don't see beginners doing. So just so you're actually hitting it twice. You just hit it the first time, you let it ring on a little bit, just pause sorta, and then hit it again, and then do that thing right there. So you do it 3 times, and then we go to the tail, or the end of the riff. So what do we have here? So we have an G power chord, 3rd fret low E string, 5th fret A. Then we do this. So what we're doing there is open. Then we have 2nd fret low E string, and then open again. So I don't know if you can see on the camera, but so just putting down your 2nd finger in between. So that's what we're doing basically. So then after you do that, there you go. So we're in. So this is a F sharp power chord, 2nd fret low E string, 4th fret A string. Then jump up to the G power chord, and then back down to the F sharp. So and then you're back at the E power chord. So slowly you have this. So if you notice, when I'm playing the main riff, the first time, like when you play it, first part we play 3 times. See how after I play the 5th on low E string, I do like a little percussive hit. You can sort of hear Kirk Hammett and James Hetfield doing it in the recording, or just like it's like dead note almost percussive hit. You sort of hear that. You need to play it, or else like the rhythm sounds off. So I'm sort of adding that little thing at the end, because if you don't play it, it just sounds incomplete. So see how it's very quick and you can't really notice it that much, but when you're playing it, then you notice it. When you're listening though, it's not that apparent. But yeah, that's basically it for the entire intro. We have a clean intro and distorted intro. In the next video, we'll take care of the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus. And once again, if you want to hear the solo, I'll cover that as well, and with the famous wah wah pedal. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.